The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
We'll make it happen. We're here. We're family. We're Olive Garden. Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
And boy, do we have an episode of podcast for you. It's about the internet. It's about reviews from the internet, from places like Yelp, Google, Amazon, Kohl's, Target. You know what the feelings I get about Target is you're driving around town in a neighborhood you haven't been in, and there'll just be a freaking Target there, man. Like, where'd this Target come from? How come no one told me about this 7th Target?
Sometimes they just pop up places, yeah.
I wouldn't be so alarmed, but they're always huge. It's like, how would I miss this giant, like, government building size place?
Everybody likes to keep their Target to themselves.
Why don't you hit me with one of those bespoke reviews?
Okay, just a second. I've got a Google Maps review sent to us from Eric Martin, King of Comedy, to our Gmail, reviewparty.com at gmail.com. This is a Google review of a dentist in Louisiana, he titles his email. This is Lorraine Rhonda A. DDS. And I kind of questioned if there should have been a comma in there. Like Lorraine Rhonda, comma, a DDS. Or
no, she's become one with the dentist, whatever DDS stands for. Diddle down dentist.
Yeah, I think so. Here is a review from Tony Bailey. 2 first names. Nice choice. Tony writes, as with most men, I think the dentist office is the last place you want to be, and for sure not ever looking forward to going. And in amazement, I can say the staff at that office made me feel relaxed and truly comfortable. Not knowing Dr. Rhonda Lorraine before my appointment, I left her office like I made a new friend. I can honestly say it was a pleasant experience to the dentist. My hat is off to her and the staff. Thumbs up emoji. Thank y'all. 5 stars.
Since when are we gendering fear of the dentist? What's up with that, man?
I thought it was kind of an everybody thing or really a not thing.
Yeah, I thought that was one of those phobias, those good phobias that has been ungendered. Any little kid can be scared of the dentist.
That's the thing. Usually it's children, or just like derelicts of a certain variety.
And I think he knows that it's children that are usually afraid of the dentist, so he sort of changed reality of what the stereotype is.
Yeah, we all know men in construction all men in construction are afraid of going to the dentist. It's not just me.
They're like moving big stuff and breaking big stuff, not little delicate little teeth, man. It gets them all scared.
It's frightening, right, guys? Everybody agrees. Yeah, we all agree.
Did you guys know that Navy SEALs are all afraid of the dentist? It's like this weird. Yeah, every Navy SEAL coincidentally also afraid of the dentist. So not that strange, everybody.
But hey, guess what? I went. There was a nice lady there. I think I made a friend.
Everyone was so nice to you at the dentist. What do you expect, man? What do you build up the dentist to be in your head? And I haven't had 100% pleasant experiences at the dentist. Sure, it's not, you're getting work done, man. Yeah. There's work to be had.
There's always a sliver of stress that's going along with everything happening.
I've, maybe the customer service hasn't been 10 out of 10 every time. That's a tall order, but no one's ever been mean to me at the dentist.
Sit down. You open that mouth.
Oh, your breath stinks. Ugly little kid.
Probably because you're a man. Open and show those man teeth. Ugh. Ladies, come here. Look at this awful mouth and laugh at it.
I would only have that ugly of teeth if I was a little idiot, you little idiot. And you're just strapped in. Everyone's laughing at you.
Just spraying you with the little water gun.
Now, that would be terrible. That's basically waterboarding.
Yeah.
You're peeing your pants in minutes and then...
Got that light in your eyes.
I haven't been to the dentist in a minute. That light's
rough sometimes.
That's crazy. I can see it from third person. I can see how it's supposed to shine just on your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But they be hitting your eyes. They want to look into the corneas and everything too.
It's just for fun. It's like a perk of the job.
It is, because at the eye doctor they flash your eyes or whatever. So to see, they're doing the same thing at the dentist with your teeth. Pew! See how far your teeth can see.
Oof.
That'd be cool. They should definitely rate your teeth sharpness and give you like cool sharp dentures.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Like, instead of you got eyes that are as good as a hawk, you've got teeth that are on par with a Bengal tiger. Nice.
Right. My orthodontist told me that I had like superhuman jaw strength once.
Ooh. That
my like teeth were moving slowly because my like jaw strength was so, ahead of its class. So I really think I need some like cool wolf teeth to go along with that jaw strength to really get the full the full experience.
Think of what's being left on the table. You could eat jerky like
these little chiclets, these delicate little chiclets I got in my mouth are holding me back. I could be chewing through cement, Oh, I'm bored. My owner hasn't played with me in the last 20 minutes. I think I'll just start chewing through this cement wall little by little. I have a review.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need some supplements after that scary review. From Amazon, Bear Performance, Nutrition, BPN, Flight, Pre-Workout, supports energy and mental focus, improved endurance, and muscle pumps with carnosine, TM, beta-alanine, prickly pear, 30 servings.
Pumps.
The muscle pumps. When muscle pump goes from being like slang to like actual marketing speak, it's a sad day in America. Nick.
Yeah.
Titles their review. Limited edition mango is good. They write, this is a limited edition flavor with what appears to be a street artist named Sloth. This mango flavor is really good. It contains black pepper extract to help with absorption of the other ingredients. It adds a little spicy kick to the mango flavor, kind of like chili mango flavor. The pre-workout also has good mental enhancing ingredients for focus and cognition. Good tingle and stim with only 2.5 milligrams beta-alanine. Very much recommended. Great job, Nick Bear and team. 5 stars.
Nick Bear? His name's Nick Bear?
Nick Bear, B-A-R-E too, so he doesn't even have a cool bear last name.
Oh, come on. You gotta
He's like
roll
a
with the
naked
sloth,
lady.
dude.
The sloth. Yeah. Man. What a great name for a high-energy pre-workout collaboration. They may call me Sloth, but I'm full energy.
I don't know. Like, I'm all for collaborations and artists and whatnot getting their due. But at a certain point, it is kind of just silly when they have... you could choose whatever name you want to describe your art yourself. But sometimes, it is just silly.
Not everybody needs to be on the Wheaties box. You know what I mean? It's... I'm sure Sloth makes some cool pictures, but you really need a whole collab?
Yeah, I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'm going to get the Stank Nugget meal. The special
Johnny
Stank Nugget.
The Johnny Stank Nuggets.
We at McDonald's are proud to introduce the Stank Nugget package.
Yeah, the only thing I hate worse than like the Travis Scott meal is everyone being like, "Who's Travis Scott?"
Mm-hmm.
I'll Google it. He's just some musician. You don't have to care, even if you order the meal. I would if McDonald's came and asked me. The review party meal, now that would be great.
Oh, you got something on the mind already?
I don't know. It would just be like, maybe we could bring the McDonald's wings back for it. Okay. Just because those are terrible.
Yeah.
They're a great review, though.
Some terrible, the mozzarella sticks, I remember.
Oh, yeah, that's the last. Any like solid brick of cheese is something you don't want from McD's.
No, they're gonna mess you up.
They'll mess you up. But yeah, speaking of getting messed up, do you really need good mental enhancing ingredients for focus and cognition? You're just lifting heavy things.
Yeah, it's kind of like the most basic function a human can have. Move the muscles, move the body.
And I'm not saying lifting weights is like easier for dumb people. It's maybe my favorite way to work out or exercise, but I'm not doing math equations when I'm at the bench going, move arms up, move arms down, move arms up. And I'm mostly just thinking about breathing, really. I'm not even thinking about moving the weights up and down.
It's for the tingle. That's a descriptor that always sets my skin crawling. Ugh.
I've never had the tingle. I've had a little bit of like pre-workout and post-workout in my time. I would not fuck with the tingle, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess I've gotten tingles in my arms or my legs, but that's just from like almost pure exhaustion point, but never from something that I took.
It's almost like your muscles are seeing stars, right? After a huge workout, they're like like don't know what to feel. But I don't want that artificially. That's very scary.
Ugh.
Even if it's mango flavored by Sloth.
The mango does sound good. I was going to criticize why are you leaving a review on a limited edition. The chances that someone is going to benefit from this limited edition flavor review kind of slim in my unprofessional opinion. Yeah. But if it's a good tingle, hey, maybe you got to let the world know.
If the tingle of this flavor was optimal, it needs to be submitted to the annals of pre-workout history.
You got to give Sloth his props too.
Yeah, right. You can't let history forget the contributions that Sloth has made to the workout community. You can't be named Sloth like in a post-Ice Age world. Ice Age 2.
I got Sloth from the Goonies too.
Make me think of John Leguizamo. Do you have a review?
Yeah, let me skip. As long as we're talking about guys getting their pumps on, I've got an Amazon review for the Hawkins Big Boy Aluminum Pressure Cooker 22 liters. This thing's $135. Okay, so for this pressure cooker, I've got a review from Sound Sailor, and they title their review, "Not Used to the Sound of a Jet Engine." And they write, there's lots of usages in this, lots of ellipses. They write, first of all, it's well made and works well, but scares the poop out of me as it sounds like a jet engine blasting away. It is quite scary as it is just sitting on the stove getting heated up. Then, when you least expect it, it blasts off like it's going to blow up. I was truly shaken when I used it. PTSD doesn't help. Don't know if I will use it as a steam cooker. Rather have the quietness of water bathing. Just a warning from this guy who thought it would explode every time the steam valve / weight popped and began steaming. 10 exclamation points. Merry Christmas from Alaska, 5 stars.
You can't just play it off like that. You can't just play off You're dropping the CDC don't drop health warnings and then say have a nice Christmas.
Yeah, it sounds like, but we know all Navy SEALs are afraid of the dentist, right, guys? 5 stars anyway, right?
Right.
As the tears are silently falling down your cheeks.
So what do you think the real rub is here? What's the crux of this review?
What's going on with Sound Sailor?
Yeah, there's a lot, low key.
Yeah, there is a lot. Sound Sailor doesn't like sounds, apparently. Can glean that much.
Doesn't like sounds, doesn't like cooking. With the ease of with fried air.
Yeah, pressure cookers are like, you just set that thing up and let it go and come back after a while, your stuff will be all good.
Yeah, it's just a slow cooker with, with a few extra steps. That it is scary when the slow cooker, the horror videos you'll see online of like boiling water pissing out of the little steam hole.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah.
But if you have anything short of that, I think you're safe.
Yeah, I know you're pressurizing something, that you're adding pressure to a contained space, but that's what the valve is there for. You just watch the gauge. I don't know, man. It's not that scary.
I picture it in the it's like sitting in the corner of the kitchen. Everything's dark except the moonlight, a ray of moonlight under the pressure cooker. Just walking in the kitchen, it's looking at you, man.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got a pressure cooker. My family have used it to that's how you can make jarred soups that won't kill you, because whatever, if you make chicken noodle soup in a jar, it won't kill you because it's been cooked in bubbling, boiling water and pressurized and sealed.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's stunning that people did this for however long. It's really cool, but it's not scary.
Who's the first dude to use a pressure cooker? Who's the first dude who's like, this fire, this boiling water in a pot over fire is going crazy? What if we...
what if we trapped it?
What if we added physics?
I like watching the bubbly water, but it's taking too long. What if I contained its power?
And we can put this lid on. Great, but we can do more, boys. We can do more.
This sucker's going to sound like a jet engine. What's a jet engine? We don't know yet.
We know it's sound before it comes, because this is what it's going to sound like. They should put Elmo in the jet engine. Elmo in the pressure cooker would also be a good video.
Oh, man.
There's all kinds of videos like, look what happens when you put this thing in a microwave. And it's something you definitely shouldn't put in a microwave.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they don't do that with pressure cookers because it literally just makes bombs. There's no sort of, satisfying. The Play-Doh came out of the Play-Doh smush. It just will level the size of Rhode Island off the map if you put a grenade in the pressure cooker.
Well, yeah, say what you will about Rhode Island. That wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
Did you get rid of it? Yeah, really, I mean, it's just like Massachusetts' dangly little penis that they wanted to separate it for some reason. They were embarrassed of it, just like being scared of the dentist.
Being scared of the dentist and pressure cookers. I was truly shaken when I used it. Okay.
Many men have small penises, like Massachusetts, for example. All right. I don't know. We got a lot to mull over here. I think we got to take a break.
Let's do it. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to Upon Further Review.
It's been a long time since the rock and roll.
It's been a long time since that rock and roll, indeed. Upon Further Review, the inaugural segment. This is the segment where we take a look at the things we thought we knew and we realize how little we knew about them. Just things that seemed like they always were. Like, Slinky was obviously always a toy. Post-it notes were obviously always little scraps of paper and not like a bulletin board that was sticky that you stuck paper to. Guess what? I was lying about those things. It was the other way around. Today, I bring something that's at least personal to me, maybe a bit personal to other Midwesterners, I would hope. And for people elsewhere in the country, maybe it is meaningless and nothing. But I am going to dive into RC Cola and pizza restaurants.
RC Cola, huh? The last time I talked about RC Cola, it was my dad going, I don't like RC Cola.
That's okay. That's okay. For me, at least, living where I've lived my whole life, it's been a gospel truth that if you're at a pizza restaurant, they darn sure have RC Cola in the cooler to give you when you walk away with your pie or your slice or whatever you're getting. Why? I don't know. Why not Coke? Why not Pepsi? Turns out it might have something to do with the city of Chicago itself and the greater Midwest. So I am here on the encyclopizzeria.com.
Amazing.
On the Pizzology section under RC Cola and Chicago Pizza. How the underdog soft drink came to dominate the second city's pizzerias. This is an article written by Bokeen. I might just skim it, but basically Bokeen talks about growing up in the 80s and 90s in a near suburb of Chicago. There were three inalienable truths about our pizza. First off, Chicago pizza didn't look like the pizza on TV. Our pizza was cut into squares instead of triangles. Second, any reputable pizzeria would give you a free medium pizza if you saved up 20 of their menus. And finally, all pizza orders came with a free liter of RC Cola. Bokeen never questioned these facts. They were hard-coded into the DNA of Chicago's pizza culture. And Bokeen says even now as an adult, when he thinks of Chicago pizza, what it should be paired with, they think of RC Cola. If I think of a pizza place, as I've said, I think of RC Cola. Do I get it? No, not necessarily, but I think of it. I joke about it. So what happened? Bokeen thinks it's got to be some marketing, so that's where we're going to dive in. Coca-Cola has always apparently had a stranglehold on the soft drink industry. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they launched it, and Pepsi's done a noble job of chipping away at that monopoly there, but there's only so much you can do. So yeah, many Chicago restaurants, from hot dog stands to fine establishments with metal forks, carried Coke. But since there was a bottling company on the south side, Pepsi could also be found in places in the city as well. RC Cola, let's go into where that came from in the first place. Apparently, the founder, Claude A. Hatcher, had a grocery store in Columbus, Georgia, and he was selling so much Coke, he wanted a discount. And the bottler, his local bottler, was like, no, we're not going to give you a discount no matter how much you sell. And he's like,
I'm going to make my own cola then. And he started with a ginger ale, then a cherry-flavored cola called Chero Cola, which eventually became RC Cola.
On one hand, it's very noble. On the other hand, who has that kind of time?
I mean, I guess in 1905, what else you got to do?
What else you got to do? Pre-internet, man? You could just make a soda in a weekend if you felt like it. All soda company.
I'll show you. I don't need more history of the RC Cola company, so I'm skipping on. Bokeen talked to someone on the phone, a Brad Troutman, the area director for DPSG-based, what's that? That must be the beverage, Dr. Pepper Snapple Group.
Mm.
And guess what? RC Cola's placement in Chicago's pizzeria was not a coincidence. Troutman explained, RC's ubiquity with Chicago pizzerias is the result of a shrewd marketing strategy. Here's what they did, okay? Now, Coca-Cola is so big, they're like, we're going to deliver our Cokes to you whenever we feel like, whenever it's suitable for our drivers to get to your restaurant. Pizza restaurants are like, we don't work typical hours like other restaurants. We're pizza. We open in the afternoon. We stay open late. You gotta give us something. And RC Cola was like, we'll make our drivers just drive to you when you want them there. Whether you're open or not, if you want us at this time, we're going to drive the RC Cola to you when you want the RC Cola there. On top of that, pizza makers are like, well, if you're going to be like that, we're going to do that giveaway factor. And because it was so cheap, 25 cents a bottle is what it cost back then. They're like, yeah, if you spend $10, you get that free RC Cola, 1 liter. And so it was like, people were like, oh my God, I'm going to spend just that extra. I'm going to buy those fries so I can get up over the limit. I'm going to buy an extra little, I'm going to buy a pizza puff. Giving away free RC Colas left and right. And RC Cola's like, yep, we'll keep delivering whenever you want. Keep delivering whenever you want.
Yeah, like, good deal for RC Cola, right? They're freaking giving away tons of this stuff. They're getting their money either way.
So that people are like, oh my God, RC Cola, it's in my life. How did it get in my life? Because it's been given to you every single Friday.
Right, that's truly good marketing. This thing that's going gangbusters, pizza in Chicago. We're gonna make it so you cannot help but synonymize our product with your favorite thing, pizza.
Yeah.
It just sort of fell into that, but we learned something from that.
Apparently, according to this, that some pizzerias even trusted the RC delivery drivers with keys to the restaurant. So that they just put it inside. And yeah, this guy's talking about people will buy $2 of fries so they can get that $1.75 bottle of pop for free. And it worked well for everybody. And RC Cola, man, I don't need to read the whole thing, but it's just stuck.
It made me think of 2 modern examples of phenomena in that story. And one is Coca-Cola distributors being assholes. I know for a fact from working in grocery stores that that's still true. Coke is still think their shit don't stink. Like they act like, we don't need you, you need us is the attitude that Coke seems to have. We're going to bring our guys are going to come around when we want. If you're going to have if you want SKUs of Coca-Cola, you need this big of a display. Like, you can't order less than this. And it's like, well, we're a smaller location. We just can't. We don't go through 2 pallets of anything, let alone cola at a health food store, for example. And, well, too bad you don't get any Coca-Cola then.
God, that's rough.
Yeah, rough. That's a lot of places that switch to Pepsi. That's a pretty common factor, right? It's just Coke is hard to deal with. Pepsi's a little easier. And RC Cola, they looks like they're care of their business on being absolutely easy to work with. Yeah,
just being charming and delightful.
And it makes a big difference being a grunt at a store, you kind of get to know the different distributors. They have reputations. Like, oh yeah, the Pillsbury bread guy. He's great. He'll chat you right up. What a fun guy. He's so nice to customers. Oh, but that Mountain Dew guy. Oh, what's up? He is always in a mood, huh?
Those green teeth.
So, oh yeah, the Hostess guys. You can't get anything out of them. They think they're the Coca-Cola guys of pastries. But no, I feel so happy that I know what the hell's going on with RC Cola, because it's such an enigma. It's so strange.
Yeah, even if this was mostly to satisfy my own, not necessarily morbid curiosity, but my own deep hunger and curiosity for why it's so ubiquitous. Maybe it meant something to somebody else out there.
I think next time you a restaurant says, "Oh, is RC Cola okay?" You don't have to go, "What the fuck? What?"
Absolutely.
You could go, "Yes." I'm sure their distributors are a wonder to work with. Yeah, because RC Cola is sort of cultural. Sodas have such cultural, it's a cultural statement. Like, drinking a Dr. Pepper, it means something versus drinking a cola a little bit. And why? It's all the same, like, corn syrup sludge, like, from some corporate place. But, yeah, I think RC Cola, I'm going to say it. They paid their dues. They're cool with me. A rare corporation that's cool. But I think they're just owned by Dr. Pepper, which is also cool with me because that's tasty.
Yeah.
Is that all for the Royal Crown?
That's all for the Royal Crown for now.
For now. Well, next time I have some pub pizza, I definitely want some RC Cola to go with it. Just experience it. Last time I had a Philly cheesesteak with some RC Cola.
Ooh, okay.
It's a cheesesteak place here that. They can't get enough of the RC, but you know what I can't get enough of?
What's that?
Reviews from Benny Mac himself. That's right. Benjamin Quiggin once again has submitted some reviews. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
This week, we're going to Joe's Hardware, downtown, well, not downtown Chicago, but Chicago proper, Illinois. Washtenaw Ave. Washtenaw Ave and Rockwell Street by Humboldt Park is Joe's Hardware here. Got a 4.6 with 22 reviews. I feel like that's pretty amazing for a place that isn't making people review it. But which one? I'll do this shorter. No, I'll do this long one first. This one sets the tone well. Anna A. from Chicago, Illinois. I never liked hardware stores till I found them. I have no idea how they find everything they have there, but it's kind of nice to just list off what I need and have them go get it all for me. They were the only place in town that had a toilet tank for a 10-inch rough-in. Why? Because a lot of houses in the neighborhood started off with pull-chain toilets, all which have 10-inch rough-ins. This is why neighborhood hardware stores are the best when you do it right, because they know what old houses in the neighborhood have in them. They know my name. They know my husband's name. They remember what we've been working on at our place. And when we are not working on something, they notice too. They remember the old ladies that used to live in our house. They can answer stupid questions and not make you feel too stupid. Can you tell how much I love this place? They carried my toilet out to the car for me free of charge. 5 stars.
Sounds like these people and the RC Cola people, customer service could really do something.
Right. Chicago knows about cola, toilets, and hardware. That's for damn sure.
I think it is nice when you go to a store and they know where all of their stock is.
The image I get of this place from the reviews is it's like walking into a hoarder's home.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like Chicago under an old apartment buildings, and it's just sort of one long room, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, behind the counter, very like cartoon wizard-esque, is just a million odds and ends.
There's just shelves filled with plastic crates and stuff like that. And you're like,
You're right.
It's not even labeled.
Yeah, and you ask for like a 10-inch socket nut for a Worcestershire sauce tub from 1947, and they walk over to it like they've we're just stocking those and grab one for you.
Yeah, it's almost spellbound. It's,
right.
Here's that.
We don't make Harry Potter jokes anymore, but what's the no, actually we make them double. What's the Accio? Is that what you say when you need Accio?
Yeah.
Accio butt cheeks. And some butt cheeks appear in your hand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these dudes are Accio incarnate.
These butt cheeks fit the small toilets from 1921.
You just said generic butt cheeks, and yet these are the perfect butt cheeks I needed for this toilet.
That is really cool that they knew like what that neighborhood's infrastructure or construction demanded. Right,
knowing the old ladies that used to live in your house, knowing the stuff that they were working on, that is like, that's so invaluable. Like, how much money would you actually pay for that kind of consultation? Some people a lot, I would imagine.
Yeah, going on some big, going to Lowe's or something and trying to find that, walking through the caverns. Yeah. Oh, what? Let me go ask somebody.
Yeah.
What?
No offense to the people of Lowe's, but half the time you're going to get some kid who's just working weekends, doesn't know what's going on. He just knows he's just going to stock the shelves. Or, you actually get the manager who knows how to help you, but they've answered 37 fucking questions from idiots in the last hour about plumbing or whatever. They're probably just not
burnt out.
Yeah, they're just not in the great mood to give you that truly special attention that you deserve. But hey, that's local. We'll hear from Keith L., another Chicago native here. This place is great. I go in, say I need a new furnace filter, and the guy behind the counter asks for the dimensions, climbs up on a chair, and pulls one down from somewhere. It's like the TARDIS in here. And the cost? Oh my. I am so glad I didn't go to Home Depot. 4 stars.
Yeah, this is the kind of place where you like almost want to have a project so you can go get the experience.
Yeah, having a new used car I do, even though it's a pain in the butt, I do get excited when a little project, when I know there's a little easy project and like, oh, I'm going to do this little thing and my car is going to be better. It's like, it's been a minute since my house was nicer. Maybe I'll go to Joe's and see what kind of project we can scrounge up.
Replacing a fuse in a car, by the way, like when you realize that's something that 1 needs to be done sometimes, and 2 you can totally do yourself.
It's empowering.
And you do it, and it's like, oh my god, it's as easy as just pop that sucker out, pop that new sucker in. Whoa. Empowering.
I'm quick to get frustrated with projects like that, so I'm always extra trepidatious, even if it's easy looking. If one thing goes wrong, if one nut is stripped and frustrating or something like that, screw, I should say. Do nuts get only my nuts get stripped, but it's just gonna ruin my whole day, let alone that whole project. But yeah, I replaced an air filter in my car the other day. Oh man, it was easier than the YouTube video made it seem. I was looking there. They're like, oh, it might be dirty in there. I was like, there's dead bugs. There's a whole leaf flying around my air filter. Pfft, not anymore. Dude, before we get another review in here, I don't think I do have a relationship with a mom and pop hardware store in Chicago. And Ben also has the same relationship as we were roommates in Chicago. But I don't think this one was it, because the one I know is on Clarksey, and I have it not only from going in there forgetting stuff, but specifically one time in Chicago. I was going on a date. Not a blind date, but like a OkCupid date or something.
Okay.
First time meeting. And of course, I'm getting ready, getting stuff done, making sure I'm ready for this date. I was poor at the time, so I had to have every other aspect of my life together before I went on these dates, right? Because that was not something I was showing off. So one thing I had to take, I made sure I had to poop. I didn't want to be farting up the date. You get that nervous, poop out the way, you're good. And yeah, I remember it was like I was cutting it close. I guess it was the last chore I had to do. I was already dressed nice. That's dangerous to get dressed before you poop. What if you get the poop stink on the clothes? But I clogged the toilet, and I did not have time, and we did not have a plunger, and I did not have time to go get a plunger and plunge the toilet before the date. And so the date was in the same direction as the hardware store. I walked to my date while Ben walked to the hardware store and plunged the toilet for me.
Oh, man.
What a friend, right?
Good guy.
Because it's like I want to plunge my own shitty toilet, right? I'm comfortable doing that chore, but like it was the devil's gambit of like, well, we have a clogged toilet. I have something to do. Ben's gonna have to shit or piss. Like, yeah, I guess there's no other way to do it. But what a guy! This is all to say, what a guy that Ben McQuiggan. Don't you forget it. Do you have a review?
Yeah, I don't know how much we'll have to say about it. It's a little long, but this is a review that was sent to me by Jen Martin, wife of Eric Martin, King of Comedy and Calamity. She found this online, someone else's screen capture from an escape room owner's Facebook page. I tried to track down the original some time ago and I couldn't, but I've been sitting on this for far too long. So this is someone's review of an escape room. And it goes, in all honesty, I was not excited to be doing an escaper room. After my grandkids, who have done escaper rooms before, kept detailing their exciting adventures with zombies and ghosts, I finally caved and booked an escaper room with my grandkids. We did the Indiana Jones quest room. In preparation for the room, I watched all of the Indiana Jones movies. I just love Harrison Ford. What a nice young man. I have to say, this escaper room was spot on. There were snakes just like the movie. Hiss! There was also a creepy face that stares deep into your soul built into the wall in the first room. I did not like that very much and almost peed myself, but it was still cool. I would definitely do an escaper room with my grandkids here again. P.S. You should do a cat-themed room with real cats. Everybody likes cats. 5 stars.
Harrison Ford is 80 years old.
This lady is 120?
Yeah, this lady's fucking 120. Not a nice young man. I'm glad she liked it. I was scared she was going to have a terrible time from sort of the cadence of the early parts of the review.
Yeah, it's heartwarming that she was able to enjoy it, because those can be stressful.
Yeah, I'm not big on escape rooms, again, because I know there's a good chance of frustration, and I just know how I am, and I'm just going to let that ruin the whole experience for me, and I don't want to put that on anybody.
Yeah.
So I know I gotta be on my best of moods going into the escape room. I gotta be on my let's do it, guys attitude. Especially puzzles and like
with your grandkids.
Who likes doing puzzles in a group? Man, that just makes me mad. Like, oh yeah, flip it this way and then we'll see. Yeah, Steve, that'll really work.
Yeah, I've only ever done an escape room with just my girlfriend, and it's always gone, thankfully, pretty well.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just the duo is better.
Yeah, because then you can feel good. Like, we've done some... There is, at Oakbrook, where we've featured many reviews from, there is a Sony's Wonderverse experience, where there's like a kind of a dead, literally, Ghostbusters speakeasy, and various Jumanji VR, but there are some Uncharted escape rooms based on the movie, whatever. But usually they're supposed to have more than just 2 people, and we get to feel good when we complete it with just the 2 of us.
Right. You guys slammed it. No, I like that. You're putting the artificial weights on your...
Yeah, exactly.
2 brains. 2 brains in almost any situation is helpful. 17 brains is not helpful for every situation.
The mob is going to tear itself apart.
Right, exactly. But that does sound cool, the actual themed ones, rather than just like, the stinky dungeon theme.
Yeah, we've done like Spy 007 loosely themed.
Sure.
Or the dinosaur one, and that's cool, but that one's like, that was the only one I got frustrated on. Because they're some sort of like egg hatching machine, and it was like one of those games at the bowling alley where the light is going around the light bulbs in a circle, and you got to stop it right. And I could see the pattern in which I was supposed to like make this light bounce back and forth and just time it right, and I just kept missing the timing. Like, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, I just keep messing up. And my girlfriend's like, if it's not working, I'm like, no, it's not working. I just keep messing it up. And then the lady comes in with the booklet. She's like, here's the order. I'm like, I know the order. I can't believe I keep messing it up.
She nervously, the order's right. I know the order.
It's just difficult timing these light bulbs.
If it's so easy to time the damn light bulbs, you just gotta know the Yeah, I would get belligerent real quick.
Yeah.
And then they'll be, maybe I can try. No, you're not trying. I got it.
Even then, it was a good time. I look back on it fondly.
That's good. Maybe I'll have to get over my escape room hate and just find a good one. That's the other thing is the people that do the thing, they know the answers. There's just that awkwardness in the air. I know the answer and you don't, and I can tell you, but I can't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? You could pay $12 an hour to stand around here and be smarter than me.
Get out of here.
That's reviewparty.com. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We got new episodes every Tuesday. That's right, #Tuesday Reviews Day. If you'd like to send in an absurd review for us to muse over, like Jen did, like Ben did, like Eric did. Thank you again, everybody. Send in an email with a hyperlink to a review to reviewparty.com@gmail.com and include your name so we can throw you credit.
If you want to reach out to us in some other way, shape, and form, we are still, currently on Instagram and TikTok @reviewparty.com. We are on Twitter/X @reviewpartypod. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Letterboxd for more fun there. And you can find us on our website, reviewparty.com, where you can read the blog, where you can find the shop, where you can see lots of blue, and maybe find hidden secrets that make your life better.
Yeah, the secrets on the website will truly enrich your life. Your marriage will improve. You'll get a raise at work. You'll be like, what 80s movie is that from? Let your friends know about the podcast. Word of mouth is great. It's fantastic. If you know someone who likes comedy podcasts, you tell them about it. Follow, subscribe, favorite, whatever the button is, wherever you listen. Hit it. It helps us exponentially. So do reviews, a little 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, or if a thumbs up, whatever your podcast opera has, it's great. Listen on YouTube, leave the thumbs up. We're all over YouTube now. Real ones, we'll want you to know about that. But that's enough plugs. Besides this one, Nosebleeds, thanks for letting us use your jam bread for breakfast. You heard it throughout the episode. They have a bunch more great tunes on Spotify. Nosebleeds, one word over there. Enough of that. We got one more review that's going to make you go, ha ha.
Ooh.
From Amazon, the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Ooh.
This is the first 3 games, remastered, recooked.
Yes.
Big, pretty graphics. This one, in particular, is the PS4 version.
Okay.
Russell C. writes, New Age Crash. They write, original Crash nostalgia. Maybe I'm too old, but it felt a little different than before. The graphics made it hard to make certain jumps. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another try. 4 stars.
Oh, poor buddy. You need those big old polygons to land on.